Hello, my name is Maverick Peck, and I'll be going over my Module 1, Assignment 1 uh, network PDF. Um, I'll just start off with Dayton Edge. I'm just going to cover the Dayton network. I put the Edge router here because it connects to all the other Edge routers and helps form the intranet for whatever corporation this would be, or university, or whatever. Which leads me to the ASA and the DMZ server. This is the security level. You put this before all of the uh, local devices because it wouldn't make sense to put it after because it would be less secure. It's kind of, if you were to visualize it, it'd be like building a building, building a wall around that building, and then taking the valuable thing and putting it on the outside of the wall. If I had this router here, the router is compromised and therefore kind of compromising the rest of the network due to that. Uh, then leads me to the Dayton internal router. I put it here. You don't put it after the switch because if I were to, say for instance, if I switched the router and this switch around, uh, any of the traffic that wants to leave out here could not. This has to be here because it's the only thing that could take traffic from this PC to this switch, and then out into the rest of this intranet. Um, it's also the only thing that can manage the VLANs that you can see here. I got VLAN 10, 20, 30. Uh, so in order for VLAN 10 or this PC that has a 48.10.2 address to talk to this 48.22 address, has to go from this PC to the switch to the router, back through the switch, and to the PC. So if this switch suddenly, or this router suddenly goes offline, it could not take this traffic and take it to this PC. It could still talk to this PC, or even this PC, or this PC, but it cannot talk to any other PC on any different VLAN. So this computer couldn't talk to this 30, VLAN 30, VLAN 20, any of that. So this router needs to stay on the edge for it to be the most efficient way of dealing with VLANs and being able to get traffic out into the rest of the internet. I put the switches here. I just explained pretty much why they would be after the router, because it can deal with this traffic, but it can't deal with any traffic on the outside world. So it's important that it goes, both of these switches go after the router. The PCs connect to the switches because, say for instance, you had 100 PCs. There aren't enough ports on this router to connect all 100 of those PCs, but if you had two switches, you connect both of those switches to the router, or like daisy chain them, uh, making it so there are enough connections, enough ports, and it makes it easier to tag and untag VLANs and make sure that it's a little more manageable that way. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Thank you.